And from Charlotte, North Carolina, the home of the Hornets, we're broadcasting live from the Spectrum Center. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Thibault can't get it to go. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Here's Ball, and it's good for two.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Charles Lee.
Now, we've highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Here's Ball. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. And that's good. LaMelo Ball for three. Ball's got 5.
And there's never been a question about LaMelo's handles. There's a lot he can do with the ball in his hands.
And the wide open shot from Avdia. Misses the 3. We've seen a quick start here for the Hornets. Bridges with it. Now Avdia defending. And the shot goes down.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges is also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Pass to Thibault. Ayton in the corner. Good on the baseline, Jay.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And it's Ball penetrating. The Hornets keeping it alive. The new 14. Moves back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Robert Williams.
And drawing contact is what Miller does best. Versatile in his movements towards the basket.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good for Miller.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Henderson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Never a bad idea to run the old kick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now here's Williams. Back to Ayton. Shot clock at 5. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Bridges up top. Here's Williams.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Ball, no good. And so Ayton will bring it up for Portland. 9-point game. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here is ball after Avdia made the last three-pointer. Out to Miller. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Trailblazers trailed by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Williams can't get it to go. Here's Bridges. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
How about the balance and focus? Knock Bridges around all you want, but he is determined to score.
The Hornets shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Pass to Williams. Sweet move. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
And both free throws good for Williams.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all...
The Portland team. 13.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we're just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Here's Avdia. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Oh, just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Here's Ball. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Down low, and stolen by Thibault. Avdia gets the bucket. That's 7 points for Deni Avdia.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Mann. Pass to Salone. And again, the Hornets missing. Portland trailing here. Henderson looking it over. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Avdia with it. Over in the corner, Williams. And here is Ayton. Tries again. The shot by Williams, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And stolen by Ayton. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution for your Hornets.
For 3, Henderson. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Henderson's got the lead up to 1 now for Portland. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. that one on Ayton.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Pass to Williams. Curry outside. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
Thibault for three. And another three for Portland. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Mann. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Henderson outside. There's the three. Here's Williams. The Hornets pull it in. Out to the wing. Back to Curry. 44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's good. Curry's got his first 2 points. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
And finished off by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. Solon's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Williams. Here's Ayton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
No luck that time either. Pass to Thibault. Anderson with it. Defended by Mann. And Scoot Henderson, good for three. Henderson's got 6 points in the quarter. Miller outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 3. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Good! And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Here's Ball. He's got 13. Back to Williams. And it's denied.
And at 7'2", Clingan is a huge shot-blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
Hamara. Ball with the rebound. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And he drives in. And Ball slams it in.
No looking back. Ball knows once he starts moving, he's got to go all the way.
Here's Clingan. A second chance effort. And it's good on the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Portland leading. 2 minutes into the second half of play now.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
Bridges misses.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Here's Kamare. Off target with his three. Ball surveying the defense. That's tipped. To the paint. Here's Grant. Bridges with the board. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season. Nice vision from the youngster, sharp that time.
Hornets trail by 3. Here's Ball. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to Grant. Back to Simons. Here's Klingon. The tray. Bridges with the board. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Ball for the lead. The Trailblazers pull it in. Simons on the wing. Now Klingon. Pass to Grant. And Sharp has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Here's Klingon. Misses the baby hook. The Hornets trail. Bridges with it. He has 7. And Bridges jams it in.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown. Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
Here's Mann, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Mann's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option. Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Here's Mann. Here's Bridges. 24 seconds left in the third. It's good. Here's Simons. Grant down low. Left side Simons. Pass to Kamare. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Kamare's got 4 this quarter. On the wing, man. Bridges, no, and the Buzzer beater's good.
And we get some fireworks there to finish the quarter. That three ties it up as we go down the home.
51.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. Now with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." Can they get it done? We'll see, guys.
Thank you, David. Back to Ayton. And stolen by Williams. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges got 9 points now in just the second half. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Mann. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Miller surveying the floor. Williams. Back to Miller. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
Here's Henderson. Outside Avdia. Picked by Williams. Back to Henderson. Fires the three. Drops in the tray.
Part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Here's Mann. Chalk up two there. Mann's got 4 this quarter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And here now is Thibault. Driving in. Williams with the block. They retain possession. Second chance shot. And it's Ayton missing. Charlotte leading by 5. Now here's Ball. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Ball's got 12 points in just the second half. Williams with the block. To the inside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Henderson outside. Floats one. That shot missing. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Good work there as it goes. And now it's a 9-point Hornets lead.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Inside. 2 points. That one goes. And that's now 9 points for Deni Avdia.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you...
Oh, wow! What a quick move inside.
That is incredible.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
1:15 left in the fourth. Ball. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Trailblazers trailed by 5. Pass to Williams. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Ball up top. Out to Bridges. Back to Ball. To the middle. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. 35 seconds left in the game.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Picked by Williams. 5-0 for 3. It's not going to go for him. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Leading by 5. So they foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
It's the first that increases their lead to 6.
Brandon Miller.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Now a timeout called by Portland. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Here's Ball. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And so it's Charlotte with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job.